Fabro. Trustee Fryban?
Thank you. I would like to respond to a number of the comments concerning my votes this evening. When I do vote no, I try to make it clear the basis of why I don't feel a particular issue is ready to be resolved in the fashion that it was. I feel that as a trustee, I am supposed to be looking after your dollars. I spend hours signing individual vouchers for every single dollar that goes out of this village. And so I don't sign them when they don't make sense. I like to have the information in front of me before I sign your checks. I'd also like to, in fact, I wanted to emphasize in the discussion about the NYSERDA grants, I noticed that the two grants that, Lisa, you focused on were the buildings here. But the village spends almost $200,000 or more on electricity every year. The biggest bang for the buck is in pump horsepower. The newer pumps basically can pump the same amount with 30% less power. But the really big bump is that NYSERDA will pay for those pumps. That's how anxious they are to take peak load off the system. And the next round of audits that you do need to look at our pump horsepower and whether that can be changed out with higher efficiency equipment, because I think we could save a lot of money. And the last thing I'd like to say is that this village board meeting is not supposed to be a political forum. And at this point, Sue has kind of indicated that that's what we're going to hear for the next 2 months. I think it's inappropriate, and this is not what the village board is about. You can respond to to the other candidates, but not here. Thank you.
Okay. I disagree with that last statement because they are accusing us of misspending money missing, money. Where did we spend our money? 41% increases in taxes, which never happened, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, it's a long night, and I would like to get moving. So let me first start by thanking the Village of Woodbury Fire Department for another moving ceremony every year. They go out there, they clean up outside. I do want to thank, they don't do it alone. They've got people like Maria Hunter, who is out there with the Town of Woodbury Beautification Committee with plantings and whatnot. I want to thank the Town of Woodbury Building and Grounds Department for showing up and mowing all the lawns and doing all the trim and everything else like that. Bobby Blair is the unknown hero here because Bobby has been down there for the last few weeks just dressing it up downstairs for our volunteers. And then finally, of course, is the Voice Ensemble. That was an addition that Sue brought to the table, Trustee Suriello brought to the table maybe 2 years ago. And it has been just a welcome addition to the remembrance ceremony that the fire department puts on. Just a couple other things. I've scheduled an RCAM class. We haven't done that in a few years, but I've got that scheduled for October 23rd here. Blood drive, the WCA is coming back to the Village of Woodbury with their blood drive on October 13th. That is a Saturday. So there'll be a sign up for that. I want to thank the Ethics Committee. I said this before they went into the meeting. The entire Ethics Committee is made up of 5 retired police officers who all served those residents in need or those people in need on 9/11. They were all part of the recovery efforts. They all know somebody who is no longer with us, whether it was due from the events of that day or the airborne toxins that have taken so many lives since then, including one of our own on that committee whose husband died from exactly that. So I appreciate the fact that they wanted to meet, they needed to meet, and they said we'll do it the day after 9/11, so I do thank them for that. And then if you've seen anything around town with the 988, that was me and the missus putting them out just to bring awareness to suicide prevention. It's important. I think, unfortunately, many of us know somebody who has felt there was no hope, and this was their only avenue. So it's important to me to make sure that people know that there is people out there. There are people out there. There is hope. There is help, and you are loved, so to speak. So it's an important message that needs to get out, and otherwise, that's all I got. Okay? So, that being said, with no further business as such, wait, you got to hear the Chuck Norris thing. Okay? Discuss or comments received. Can I motion a second to adjourn this meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Our next scheduled meeting is September 26th. Until then, remember, Chuck Norris uses pepper spray to season his meat. And that comes out completely wrong.